window, white drifting down. People moving gently, no rush in this town. The door opens quietly, bell rings soft and low. Warm air wraps around me like it already knows. Snow outside the cafe window, I shake the cold away. Hang my coat by the door, let the morning stay. I step up to the counter, hear my name called out. This kind of place knows what calm's about. Snow outside the cafe window, cup warm in my hands. Steam rising slowly like it understands. Take it easy. The first sip hits softly, not too hot, not strong, just enough to tell me I belong. I sit down by the window, watch the world move by. Snow keeps falling like it's part of the vibe. Snow outside the cafe window, tables hung low, spoons clink gently then let go. Someone laughs behind me, pages turn nearby. This groove sits right between sound and quiet time. Snow outside the cafe window, I nod to the beat. Light drums moving under my feet. Cafe rhythm. Rhodes chords float easy, bass walk slow and round. Nothing here is rushing, nothing needs to be loud. I tap my fingers lightly, match the tempo inside. This song isn't leading, it's walking beside. Snow outside the cafe window, the beat feels clean. Not sleepy, not busy, just in between. I open up my notebook, lines stay blank. Some mornings don't ask for more than thanks. Snow outside the cafe window, sunlight starts to glow. Winter feels lighter when the tempo's low. Midday settles. The cup cools slowly, but the comfort stays. I take my time, that's the play. The barista hums something soft, jazz in the back. This place has a rhythm that never cracks. Snow outside the cafe window, I lean back, relaxed, let the groove breathe. No need to react. Another sip, another minute, another calm thought, letting it in. Snow outside the cafe window, I smile to myself. This is the kind of music that doesn't sell, it stays. Second course. Snow outside the cafe window, I still falling down, but inside feels warmer than anywhere else in town. Snow outside the cafe window, every sound in place. This beat fits winter at its own cup. Sunlight through the window, warming everything up. The table feels familiar, wood worn smooth by time. Every little sound here falls into rhyme. Coffee steaming, winter light. I wrap my hands around this moment. Feels easy, nothing weighing me down. Outside the snow keeps drifting. Inside the day begins. I'm breathing something calm and let it sink in. Coffee standing on time. Coffee standing on time. Coffee steaming winter light. And the clouds fly. Yeah, steaming winter light. Morning. A chair moves gently nearby. Pages see soft and low. Someone loves the end and lets it go. The music stays in the background, doing what it should, not asking for attention, just settling. Coffee steaming, winter light. I'm not alone. The rhythm feels natural, like a half-known song. I check my phone once, then place it down. The world can wait right now. Coffee steaming, winter light, and time behaves. It doesn't rush, it doesn't change. Coffee steaming, winter light. Coffee steaming, winter light. Mid-morning, mid-morning, mid-morning. The cup cools slowly, but I don't mind. Some warmth stays even when it's not defined. I watch the steam fade into nothing at all. Funny how disappearing things still recall. Coffee steaming, winter light. I take another sip. The flavor's softer now, still hits. This groove stays gentle, but it moves just enough to keep me in tune. Coffee steaming, winter light, and the snow thins out. Winter days in the mornings know what they're about. Leaving soon, leaving soon. I finish the last drop, stand up, relax, pull on my coat, no looking back. The bell rings again as I step outside. Cold air meets warm, side by side. Coffee steaming, winter light follows me out. This calm, this tempo, this sound. Coffee steaming, coffee steaming, coffee steaming, winter. Coffee steaming, yeah. Coffee steaming in winter light. I hear it. I hear it. Soft jazz playing somewhere, not loud enough to name, just enough to color the edges of this frame. It slips between the clink of cups and low familiar sounds, like it's not trying, but it still gets around. Soft jazz playing somewhere, I catch it when I breathe. The horn bends in the distance like it's smiling at me. I sway just a little sitting in my chair. This groove doesn't ask, it's already there. Soft jazz playing somewhere, and the room feels cool, not cold, just calm like a Sunday brew. Easy tempo. The bass walks gently forward, then lets the moment rest. Drums brush the edges, never doing too much, just enough. I tap my fingers on the table, match the beat I feel. This rhythm isn't flashy, it's real. Soft jazz playing somewhere, and my thoughts line up one by one, without a push, without a shove. I glance around the room, everyone's in tune, different stories, same afternoon. Soft jazz playing somewhere, and I like this pace where nothing needs to be replaced. Midday groove. The snow outside keeps drifting, but I barely look now. The warmth inside the room is what I'm following somehow. The barista hums along, almost under breath. Music has a way of stealing stress. Soft jazz playing somewhere, I take another sip, let the coffee cool, then hit. This track doesn't steal attention, it earns it slow. The best kind of feeling is the one you don't outgrow. Soft jazz playing somewhere, and the time slides by, no countdown, no The song fades into chatter, then comes back around, like it never left, just changed this sound. I pack my bag slowly, still moving in time. This groove stays with me out the door, down the line. Soft jazz playing somewhere, even when it's gone. I keep the swing in my walk, moving on. Soft jazz somewhere, soft jazz playing. Soft jazz somewhere. Soft jazz somewhere. Soft jazz somewhere. Soft jazz somewhere. 'Cause on the table, steam in the air, I finally sit down like I planned to stay here. The cold followed me in, but it's fading already. This room knows warm in a way that's steady. 'Cause on the table, my hands feel free. I don't need layers between the world and me. The chair creaks softly, wood needing time. This place moves slow, but it's right on time. Gloves on the table and the beat rolls in. Light drums talking under my skin. Settle, settle. The barista wipes knows this kind of comfort knows how to last a while. I watch people come and go through the blast. Snow keeps falling, but the moment stays intact. Hugs on the table, I lean forward now. Conversations start without asking how. A laugh breaks gently and fades away. Nothing here needs to overstay. The love's on the table and the bass feels round. Your walk's just enough to keep me grounded. Cafe flow, cups slide across saucers, spoons capped twice. The groove hides in ordinary life. I nod to the rhythm, not thinking why this tempo fits a snowy sky. Gloves on the table, my shoulders drop. This is where the rush finally stops. I glance at my phone and flip it down. This beat deserves to stick around. Gloves on the table and the snow outside feels like a backstroke, not the ride. Midday wharf, the coffee cold slowly, but I don't mind. Some flavors deepen, given time. I trace the rim of the cup, feel the heat fade. Moments like this don't need to be saved. Gloves on the table, like breathing calm. This room feels like a gentle palm. The music doesn't lead, it walks beside like a friend matching stride. Gloves on the table and the day opens wide. Not dizzy, not slow, just alive. Leaving later, I pull my gloves back on, I get low. I like knowing I don't have to go. The bell rings somewhere, another arrival. This place keeps time without a title. Gloves on the table, beating when I stand. This rhythm stays in my hands. Yeah. Gloves on the table. Here we are. Here we are. Gloves on the table, stain in the air. I finally sit down like I planned to stay here. The cold followed me in, but it's fading already. This room knows warmth in a way that's steady. Gloves on the table, my hands feel free. I don't need layers between the world and me. The jet creaks softly, wood meeting time. This place pulls slow, but it's right on time. Gloves on the table and the beat rolls in like Joe's storming under my skin. Settle. The barista wipes the counter, looks up and smiles. This kind of comfort knows how to last a while. I watch people come and go through the glass. Snow keeps falling, but the moment stays intact. Gloves on the table, I lean forward now. Conversation start without asking now. A laugh breaks gently, then fades away. Nothing he needs to overstay. Gloves on the table and the face feels round. He walks just enough to keep me grounded. Cafe full, cups slide across saucers, spoons tapped twice. The groove hides in ordinary life. I nod to the rhythm, not thinking why this tempo fits a snowy sky. But though the bell rings somewhere, another arrival. This place keeps time without a title. Gloves on the table, even when I stand, this rhythm stays in my hands. Gloves on the table. Just voices. Quiet conversation around me, blending into the beat. Words overlap softly, then fall back into the sea. I don't catch every sentence, I don't need to know. The tone tells a story, that's enough though. Quiet conversation around me, low laughter, gentle sighs. The room feels alive without trying to be loud. I stir my coffee slowly, watch the cream collide. Circles forming, then deciding where to hide. Quiet conversation around me, and the groove slides in. Nothing takes focus, but everything fits in. Cafe said. A couple leans closer across the table. Someone talks with their hands like it's natural. A voice rises briefly, then settles back down. No one's stealing the room, that's the sound of the town. Quiet as sound, quiet conversation around me. I feel part of it all, not included, not excluded, just like a heartbeat nearby, keeping time so I don't have to try. Quiet conversation around me, and my head feels like there's many small moments stack right. Midday flow, snow taps lightly on glass, out of sync, but it works. Nothing here overthinks. I lean back in my chair, let the groove play. This song knows how to stay out of the way. Quiet conversations around me, I smile without reason. This tempo feels right for the season. I check the time briefly, then let it go. This place doesn't care what I'm supposed to know. Quiet conversations around me, and the music agrees. It doesn't push, it holding. The coffee's half gone, but I'm still here. Some afternoons disappear. The room hums together, different speeds, same direction, different needs. Quiet conversation around me. I gather my things, not rushing, just moving with the swing. Even as I stand up, the groove stays low. This rhythm walks with me out the door. Quiet conversations around me fade into street sound, but something of it stays around. Yeah, quiet conversations. Little clouds disappearing before they're enough. I watch it change shape without touching nothing. Some moments feel better when you let them be. Milk foam melting slowly, sweet fading in a warm, not gone, just different. Like a calm transform, I take a careful sip, let the silence stay. This kind of afternoon doesn't hurry away. Milk foam melting slowly, milk foam melting slowly, milk foam melting slowly. Milk foam melting slowly, milk foam melting slowly, milk foam melting slowly. The cafe hums gently, lower than before. Even conversations lean toward the floor. The beat pulls excitation. The beat pulls back slightly, leaves room in between for thoughts that don't need to be seen. Milk foam melting slowly, I trace the rim, heat on my fingers, fading in. The bass moves round and easy, like it knows the way. Not pushing the moment, just letting it play. Milk foam melting slowly, and my mind unwind. Nothing to solve, nothing to find. Afternoon drift, snow outside still falling, but thinner now. The light shifts angels across the ground. I lean into the chair, let the rhythm hold. This groove feels like something old. Milk foam melting slowly, sweet turning mild. Winter afternoons lose their edge and smile. I check the time again, still plenty left. Some hours don't measure, they stray. Milk foam melting slowly. Milk foam melting slowly. Milk foam melting slowly. Milk foam move me leaving later. The cup's almost empty, but the warmth remains. Funny how comfort doesn't drain. I pull my gloves closer, not in a rush. The bell can wait, I like this hush. Milk foam melting slowly, even as I go. This mellow rhythm moves me slow. Milk foam melting slowly. Yeah. Just sitting window seat on a snowy day. Everything outside moves slow. People walking like a movie, playing on the glass below. I wrap my hands around my cup, feel the warmth begin to stay. Cold outside, calm inside. That's how this moment plays. Window seat on a snowy day. Nothing pulling at my time. Conversations fade to rhythm. Music falls right into line. Traffic lights blur into disappear. This window turns the street outside into something I can hear. Window seat on a snowy day. I don't need to be anywhere, just watching life pass by from this quiet chair. Easy watching. Cars roll by like soft chords, snow bending all the sound. Everything feel when the beat stays on the ground. Inside the cafe hums low, spoons and cups keep time. The groove inside this room matches what's in my mind. Window seat on a snowy day. I tap my foot unconsciously. This tempo knows exactly where it needs to be. I open up my notebook, but I don't write a thing. Some thoughts settle better when you don't pull them in. Window seat on a snowy day. Time stretches wide and clean. Nothing rushing past me, nothing in between. Midday calm. The door opens, cold air slips in, then quiet retreats. Warmth returns without a word, just like this beat. I take another sip, let the coffee cool. This song doesn't chase attention, it just grooves. Window seat on a snowy day. Snow keeps falling outside, but in here everything feels alive. I don't check the clock, I don't feel late. This rhythm lets the afternoon decide its pace. Window seat on a snowy day. I lean back and breathe. This is what it feels like to let a moment be. Leaving soon. I pull my coat a little tighter, take one last look around. Snow still writing patterns on the ground. When I step back into the cold, this groove won't fade away. It walks with me, same tempo, same day. Window seat on a snowy day. Even when I go, this feeling stays moving slow. Window seat on a snowy day. Turn it down low. Low music, warm cups. That's all I need right now. Nothing loud, nothing sharp, just this groove settling down. The beat stays under the table, not asking to be seen. It moves like a quiet thought, somewhere in between. Low music, warm cups, steam dancing in the air. Every sip slows time like it knows I'm here. I don't lean into the sound leans into me. This rhythm fits the room so naturally. Low music, warm cup, and my shoulders release this kind of burn. Doesn't need a speech. Cafe bed. Yeah. knows how to speak. People talk just above a whisper. Last fall then fade. Nothing collides. Everything's played. Low music, warm cup. I trace the rim again. Heat on my fingers, then gone, then back again. The bass moves steady, but never too much. It holds the room together with a gentle touch. Low music, warm cup. In the afternoon stays, this tempo lets the moment choose its own way. Let it groove. Outside the snow keeps falling like it's part of the beat. Inside feels grounded right down to my feet. I catch myself nodding, not even on purpose. This groove doesn't try, it just works. Low music, warm cups. I let the coffee cool. Some flavors only show up when you don't rush through. I glance at my phone and turn it face down. The song deserves to stay around. Low music, and I'm exactly where I need to be without declaring it there. Almost time. The cup gets lighter, but the warmth remains. Funny how comfort doesn't always drain. A chair slides back somewhere, footsteps pass by, but this pocket of calm doesn't break stride. Low music, warm cup, stand up slow, carry this rhythm everywhere I go. When the door opens, cold slips in, but the groove follows me under my skin. Low music, warm cups, even outside. Warm cups, this tempo keeps walking. Warm cups, low music. Warm cups, low music, warm cup. Pages turning, snow falling, both moving soft and slow. Words line up on the paper like they already know. I flip another page, hear the quiet sound. The beat stays underneath, holding me down. Pages turning, snow falling. Outside the world stays wide. Inside the lines I'm reading, everything feels right. I underline a sentence, then let it be. Not everything I notice needs to stay with me. Pages turning, snow falling, and time slips out of you. This groove knows how to hold me while I move through. Focus space, pens tapping lightly on a nearby table. Someone typing slowly, keeping it stable. The bass moves steady like a metronome, not pulling in tension, just keeping me home. Pages turning, snow falling. I breathe between each line. Thoughts come clear when nothing's trying. Shine, stop and stare out the window. Snow rewriting the street, then come back to the page. Right on beat. Pages turning, snow falling, and my head stays calm. This rhythm doesn't rush it home. Mid-concentration, the coffee's gonna lukewarm, but I don't mind. Someone lasts longer in the mind. I read the same line twice, still feels new. Winter days have a way of slowing you doesn't break, it forms. I gather my things slowly, still in time. This beat follows me, line by line. Pages turning, snow falling. Even as I stand, this focus stays in my head. Late afternoon, late afternoon. Afternoon gets quiet in winter, like the room learned how to breathe. Fewer voices, softer movements, nothing pulling at me. The sunlight drops a little lower across the wooden floor. Shadows stretch but don't demand anything more. Afternoon gets quieter in winter. I notice every sound. Chairs sliding back heavily, feet barely touching the ground. I sip what's left of my coffee, let the warmth decide. Some hours don't need filling, they just glide. It's quieter in winter, and my thoughts slow down, not stopping, just settling all around. Soft descent. Barista wipes the counter, looks out the window once. Snow still riding letters, their response. A couple leaves better rush, door closes gentle clean. The silence rearranges the in-between. Afternoon gets quieter in winter, and the groove pulls back, still moving, still steady, never slack. The bass feels deeper now, with more room to land. This beat doesn't need attention, it understands. Afternoon gets quieter in winter, and I lean into the calm. This is the part of the day that stays warm. Holding space. I don't check the time anymore, it's not leading me. This rhythm doesn't point forward, it lets me be. Snow outside keeps falling, same pace, same tone. Winter afternoons know how to be alone. Afternoon gets quieter in winter, and I feel clear, not because I figured things out, just because I'm here. I close my eyes for a second, let the music play. This song knows how to hold what I won't say. Afternoon gets quieter in winter, and I stay until the light changes again on its own will. Near evening, near evening, the room grows even softer. just now. I loosen it from my neck, let the warmth stay around. The room feels a little thinner as the afternoon fades. Light tilts across the counter in a softer shade. Scarf on the back of the chair, like a promise to go, but I'm still right here, moving slow. I take a breath, set my cup down. This moment knows it doesn't need a countdown. Scarf on the back of the chair, and the groove leans forward. Not rushing, just ready, like it hurt us. Transition. A few more people stand up. Just lie back with care. Goodbye, stay casual, like nobody's aware. The beat picks up slightly, still warm, still clean. It's the sound of the day, changing scenes. Scarf on the back of the chair. I glance to the window once more. Snow keeps falling outside, same calm pace. Winter never rushes out of place. Scarf on the back of the chair, and my thoughts align. This rhythm knows when to move, when to wait in time. Almost evening, yeah. I wrap the scarf around my hands, feel the fabric hold some comfort. Travels when it's cold, the music lifts just enough to say soon, but it doesn't push the afternoon. Scarf on the back of the chair, I stand up slow. The groove meets my step like a nose. I nod once to the barista, silent thanks. This place gave me exactly what I asked. Scarf on the back of the chair, even when it's gone, this tempo stays moving on. Yeah, yeah. Scarf on the back, yeah, of the chair. Just one more. Coffee way longer than planned. That was never the deal. But the chair feels right in the moment, feel real. I told myself I'd leave soon. Said it quietly twice, but the brew keeps pulling and I don't fight. Coffee break longer than planned. Clock back in my hands. The clock keeps moving, but it understands. Last life is catches cover, so I'm still falling slow. Inside this rhythm says there's nowhere else to go. Coffee break longer than planned, and I let it be. Sometimes stretch is better when it's free. Slow it up in. The barista asked her for another. I nod without thought. Some decisions feel lighter when they're not far. The bass comes back around like a familiar friend. This song knows how to stay past the end. Coffee break longer than planned. I lean back again. The dancing to evening, and people coming for 1 fee without a rush. This place slows time with a gentle touch. Coffee break longer than planned, and I smiled at that. This wasn't wasted time, it was exact. Golden hour inside. Light turns warmer on the wall. Shadows stretch but don't call. I scroll once then lock my screen. This moment doesn't need to be seen. Talkie bake longer than planned, and the groove stays smooth. Now I'm pushing forward, just moving through. I sip slow now, that flavor does fade. Some comfort lasts, laughter is made. Talkie bake longer than planned, and I don't apologize. But your afternoons don't follow that. Feels closer as daylight bends. It's cafe on South days in. I gather my things but not yet. This rhythm hasn't finished with me, I guess. How could it longer than that? Even when I roll this little tempo moves me slow. Tighter, open the door. Cold meets warm. What's love? Coffee break longer and still playing in my head. The song of the star, it just walks ahead. Funny how snowy surfing tastes better, even if things I know by heart. Some old coffee, same old sugar, but winter plays a different part. I take a sip and pause a second, like a fade and learn my name. Cold outside sharpens the moment. Nothing here tastes the same. Snowy stepping tastes better. Reading silence and know that the sound feels softer. We know it too. I didn't change the order, didn't add a thing, but the snow outside changed everything. Slowly stepping tastes better, and I smile at it. Sometimes it's not the recipe, it's where you're at. Sun sees up, the window fires a little. I wipe the wind I stay. Why it keeps falling steadily, like it believes to be it's just a little enough to make me sway. Then it doesn't know the senses, it wakes them up this way. Slowly, everything tastes better. I notice every detail, from the cup in my hands to the way the chords exhale. I still the last thing slowly. Watch the colors blend. This road feels brighter than I planned. Slowly, everything tastes better. In the afternoon, the breeze, this tempo turns ever on a wall. As the day leaves back, your favors mingle on and now on a track. I catch myself haunted without knowing why. Some days just hit right when the snow is high. Snowflakes never taste better. Even time is sad. Warmness don't rush past. They shall. I'll finish up the last few drops. Let the warmth stay. This song doesn't fade to land. Snowflakes never taste better. Even when I burn, this feeling follows one by one. Pull my coat around me, step into the cold. Slow hit sharp and never distant. Gentle glow. Outside everything feels clearer. Edges clean and white. Inside this rhythm stays bright. Something's never taste better. Either walking home. This cruel season's before leaving the cafe. I let it rest a second more. The cup feels lighter in my hands than it did before. I taste what's left, not rushing it. Let the warmth decide. Some moments end better if you don't push the goodbye. Last sip before leaving the cafe. Chairs stack slowly nearby. The room feels smaller, but not tired. Just ready to sigh. I look around one last time. Every table knows my face. This place held my afternoon at its own pace. Last sip before leaving the cafe. Slows down, not stopping, just leaning toward the sound. Closing feel. The barista wipes the counter. Lights turn a shade more low. Winter evenings do that thing where time lets go. I pull my coat a little closer, but I'm still warm inside. This rhythm filled the space where the cold can't hide. Last sip before leaving the cafe. I stand up calm. This song doesn't drive me, it palms. The beat walks with my steps, soft and sure, like it knows what's outside that door. Last sip before leaving the cafe, and I don't look back yet. Some endings stay sweeter if you let them set. Doorway moment. Doorway moment. The bell rings once, clean and clear. Snow waits patiently right here. Cold air meets my breath, white and slow, but the warmth follows as I go. Last sip before leaving the cafe. Even on the street, this tempo standing just outside the door. Snow falling quiet on the street like I've been here before. The lid still holds the heat inside. I wrap my fingers tight. Cold air sharp against my face, but everything feels right. Warm hands around a bell, breath turning white and slow. The cafe light behind me fading in the glow. I take a step, then one more. The rhythm finds my pace. This song knows how to follow without taking space. One hand a paper cup, and the city moves along. Cars pass, soft footsteps match the end of the long song. After the cafe, the sidewalk shines from melting snow. Street lights hum low. This groove stays gentle as I go. I sip the last few drops, let the warmth stay. Some comfort travels anyway. One hand is on a paper cup, even when it's almost gone. The feeling lingers, moving on. I don't check my phone, I don't rush home. This tempo fits being alone. Warm hands is on a paper cup, and my shoulders feel light. Winter evenings don't ask much, just a little time. Walking. Snow crunches under every step in a steady line. The beat sits right beneath it, keeping time. I pull my scarf a little closer, still warm inside. That cafe cone didn't stay behind. Warm hands and over cup. The city feels kind, not loud, not distant, just a line. The music fades, but not the mood. This rhythm knows what it's supposed to do. Warm hands around a paper, and I smile once, no reason why. Just because. The final moments. The cup goes empty, I toss it away, but the warmth stays with me all the way. Snow keeps falling, same soft tone. This groove walks with me going home.